think about our credit card worlds. It's like rewards, no rewards, benefits, miles, rates of interest, 0% transfers. Like there's so many options, but the problem is it's created a lack of simplicity and it's created a lot of financial drama in our world. What is going on, everybody? Hello, Julie Murphy here, and I've been a financial planner for over 25 years. And I always say we either work things out or we act it out, and we do it through our money, through our health, or through our relationships. So I'm here to help you get to a life that you absolutely love because way too many of us are not in that space. So let's get there. Ready? Okay. So today, I want to remind you, please hit that subscribe button, like, and notification bell. Why? Because we're here to help each other. And so let's do this, okay? I am here on your team. You are not doing this by yourself. Today, what I want to really get through to you guys is about the fact that we need to reduce our financial drama. Or another way said is, how do we create more simplicity around our money? I think about the fact that many of you do not know this, but the tax code actually is only like 100 years old. That's hard to believe, isn't it? Think about how, even since when I was a child, the 1040 form to file your taxes used to be like 2 pages. And now it's like, my tax return's like 100 pages now because I own my own business. But it's like crazy how much more complicated it's become. And that has also dipped into how, think about our credit card worlds. It's like rewards, no rewards, benefits, miles, rates of interest, 0% transfers. Like there's so many options, but the problem is it's created a lack of simplicity and it's created a lot of financial drama in our worlds. Like just think about all the store credit cards that you go and get because you get a 10 or 15% discount. And then you're like, oh, just cancel later. And then you don't cancel. And all of a sudden you got all these store cards. Like I cannot tell you when I first start working with somebody where I really want us to break it back down into let's get to simplify our world. That even comes to like if you're merging money, if you will, with someone else. People will say to me, well, do we operate out of one checking account or 2 checking accounts? And it's really about what creates the most simplicity. So if you're someone who got married later, maybe you're used to having your own financial independence and you don't really want to combine your money with somebody, but you can create, here's my cash flows, here's your cash flows, 2 different separate checking accounts. And then you have like the household together, but your operating account. So there's ways to create more of this financial simplicity in your world. It even comes down to investment accounts, Some people will say, well, can't I get this down to even less accounts? Well, there is the IRS code, and it is a little bit challenging because you do have different registrations based on how you're taxed on accounts, but you can shrink that down too. And so it's about us actually deciding, hey, I need to stop spending all this time distracting me from what I'd actually really like to do in my life versus sit down and do all this financial stuff. So a lot of times what I find is that people stick their head in the sand and then you wind up with financial decisions that you wind up defaulting into as opposed to ones that you really want to actually do. And I want us to stay in this place of empowerment financially. And I'm telling you, it does not matter if you're making 600 grand a year or you're making $30,000 a year. I have found through the years is that we are all human and we all have this patterning. It's just that some of you have more or less zeros than the other person. Anyone who doesn't have a couple $1,000,000, you're always thinking, oh gosh, when I get there, then everything's going to be okay. And I'm here to tell you that all those people who are there are like, I'm still not happy. Like, what's the problem? And because I always talk about people there's the poor, the debtors, dreamers, the accumulators, what I call rich but empty, and then those who embody real wealth. Now, no matter where your household income and expenses are at and what category you feel that you fall into, you can have real wealth anywhere along that line. It does not matter how much income you have. And it doesn't matter about having this place that we think that we're going to get to, which is why like lottery winners lose the money within a few years. And I think it's over 90% of cases. Why is that? It's because we haven't built the financial muscles to actually hold money in abundance. And I believe a big reason for that is that we have all this financial drama and all this financial chaos, and we got to go back to simplicity because it can be that easy. We've just created all these complex avenues, if you will. And I'm an investment professional and I'm a financial planner and I like choices and I like a big menu of choices. But the challenge is that's what distracting you from actually creating happiness in your life. So for an example, some of the simplicity is some of you are beating yourselves up because I know I got to go on a budget. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you just have to recognize the fact that, you know what, I am not one to sit there and do that. So keep it simple. Operate on a cash basis and take cash out of the bank once a week. And when the cash is gone, it's gone. Like you're still staying within like a goal that you have, but you're just doing it in a different fashion. You're just not writing it on a piece of paper or you're not putting it through a software. There is more than one way to get you to where you want to be financially. Or maybe you're there and you're not changing that job that you want to go into because you don't financially know how to shift because you have all these fiscal responsibilities of people that you want to help. And it's really, really interesting to me how we feel like we have a lack of choice. And we have every choice in the world. We just have to decide that we actually have a menu of options. How many of you out there are sitting there going, I'd really love to do this, but I don't know if it's fiscally prudent? And if you do it in a way that it's not fiscally prudent, then you're just going to hurt yourself and create suffering patterns. So there's always a way to do it in some other way or some form, and you don't know how that's all going to turn out. So this is how we simplify when you align with your heart today. Not 20 years ago, not 10 years ago, today. Then you start to create this simplicity and you reduce your financial drama. Because if you live in a place that you love to be in, you're not going to have to go spend a bunch of money somewhere else trying to make yourself happy because you're not going to create spending hangovers. Because you're actually going to love where you've chose to live, the people you've tried to, surround yourself with, the cities that you live in, if you agree with their current policies or not their current policies. I think for so many of us, this is up for grabs right now. And I just want you to know that you can have any choice you desire, even if it sounds nuts. I'm telling you, I am watching people making quantum leaps. And join me because I am now starting to post real people. We're having the real talk, the real conversations about how they're pivoting, how they're shifting to creating more simplicity and less chaos and drama and more aligned with their heart and soul than ever. Because I feel like if I bring those people on to help you see how other people are doing it, maybe it's going to give you an idea. Maybe it's going to make you believe a little bit more in the possibility that you don't have to keep doing credit card roulette or pissing off your partner or spouse on what you're doing or not doing financially, or just choosing the life that you want to live. Because there are people out there stepping out into the unknown in big and major ways, doing great things for themselves, doing great things for other people. And that's what we need to start to tap into. That's what we need to start to pay attention to. And so all this other noise, all the other distractions, whether it's tax returns that are 100 pages long or cash flows or credit card statements or all your money stuff in a bunch of different directions or all those envelopes that might be around your house that you're not opening, they're all distractions. And what are they distractions of? They are distractions from you living a life of real wealth. Time to love yourself. Let's get to it. don't forget, hit that notification bell and make sure that you like and subscribe, and please share it because it's time for the rest of our worlds to get there. And if you need an individual consultation with a financial planner, by all means, email us at info@jmcwealth. And also still continuing to give my book away for free. It is awakenyourwealthbook.com. All you have to do is pay for your shipping. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon, and take care.